change the title. Whoops. This one's called Last Report. YouTube, we're back. We just finished Demonologic, and we are now playing a game called Last Report. What is this game? Good question. The Steam page says, Last Report is a dark horror game where you play as a night shift park ranger. While monitoring the camera footage, you start noticing strange events. Uncover the terrifying secrets of the national park. Something moved in the window, but don't worry, it's probably just another deer, right? Okay. Creepy. Let's see it. I like the noise. The rain is so nice. Lovely. New game. Time to get to work, son. The goal of all life is death. Sigmund Freud. Grok, who is this? Ooh. I'm getting reminded of Faith. Among Green Trees, National Park. Time to go. Do need a cigarette before work. Christ. Night shift reporting in. I've just arrived and starting my shift. Faith was really good. Ooh. This game is cozy but very creepy. What the fuck? The park recently got new management, so the rules have changed. I need to check the guidebook. Ooh. That's kind of creepy. Can I turn the PC on? Check the guidebook, okay. Among Green Trees, welcome to the National Park Staff Handbook. This guide will help you navigate your role as a park worker, with key information on park rules, safety, and work instructions. Okay, introduction. Park rules. Environmental destruction. Protect the park's flora and fauna. Do not cut, damage, or remove plants or trees. Dispose of trash properly. 2. Illegal fishing. Fishing is prohibited except in clearly marked areas. Protect aquatic ecosystems and wildlife. Sorry, I need to change the game on Twitch. This is called Last Report. Flying drones. Drones are not allowed in the park. They disturb wildlife, disrupt tranquility, and pose safety risks. 4. Illegal hunting. Hunting or harming animals is strictly prohibited. The park is a wildlife sanctuary. Number 5. Illegal campfires. Campfires are allowed only in designated pits to ensure safety and protect the environment. 6. Illegal parking. Park vehicles only in designated areas. Unauthorized parking can harm the environment and block access. 7. Restricted area entry. Restricted area. Authorized access only. Unauthorized entry risks safety and disruption. Okay. Work. No! Work! Example camera report. 10A, date 15th of January, Sector A22. This is a test description for Report 10A. The sector for this report is E40. Misho, thank you, buddy. We gotta work? I have to have a job? As a night ranger, you review, verify, and upload reports captured by the park-wide camera system. If a report is unclear, poorly formatted, outdated, or incorrect, you must flag it. Each report has a number, a date, a sector, an image, and a description. Okay, if we remember that. Work 2. Report submission procedure. Take a report from the paper stack and verify its accuracy. Upload to computer unless report is damaged. If the image matches the description, select the correct category and click submit. If the image doesn't match, select image does not match the description and click submit. If a report is damaged, destroy it using the shredder. If the report is over 2 weeks old, select report is outdated and submit. Any report before January 10th is outdated. After submitting, pass the human test. After submitting, pass the human test to complete the report upload. Like a CAPTCHA? You can check your stats in the Review Track app. The app refreshes periodically. Christ. John! Hey, look who's here. How's work going? Better now that you're here, okay? I haven't even turned my computer on yet. And that's what's coming back from vacation looks like. How was it? Tell me everything. Oh, where to begin? Sand in my shoes, blazing heat. Those 2 weeks flew by fast. The family loved it, and that was what mattered most to me. I agree. It was amazing, but all good things come to an end. Welcome back to reality. We're dead. Yeah. I'd love for my biggest worry to be the heat. Anyway, I stopped by because I've got some news. Is it a raise? Oh no, come on. Haven't you just gotten back from vacation? This is reality. No raises, and there won't be any, but they started replacing electric poles in the park yesterday, and every now and then the power goes out. So sometimes the lights flicker, but that's nothing new since things here rarely work properly. Oh, and we're down to walkie-talkies since calls don't go through. There's still no signal. They still haven't fixed it. Jeez. It's been, what, at least 3 weeks since we reported it? So, if the power goes out, just wait a bit and everything should come back to normal. And for my best buddy, here's a freshly brewed coffee straight from the store to wake you up. Okay. Thanks. So what do you need me to do this time? You know me too well, man. If it's putting new maps up on the info boards, you're going to have to bring like 20 of those coffees. 20? No. A new guy's starting his first shift today, and I need you to give him the keys to the cabin. I'm out on patrol and don't feel like coming all the way back without the car. Alright, I'll hand over his keys. Great! I'm off then. I need to finish up this patrol, and time's ticking. Welcome back, man, and if you get stuck on anything, remember to check the guidebook. I'd probably forget a ton after a vacation like yours. Uh-huh. Thank you. Oh, and I almost forgot. Oh, what? The most important thing, a souvenir. A souvenir from my vacation. Oh, shit, man. Now this is a fucking gift, not some fridge magnet. Thanks. We'll try it out at the next barbecue. Sounds good, but now, if you don't mind. Alright, I'm out. I can see the pile of reports on your desk. Catch you later. Later. Give us your Bad Apes. 23 months, thank you, sir. And Maka for 3 months. Hey, thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it, guys. Well, we have to get to the reporting. Hold right mouse button on the report to drag it. Okay. Okay, so is this report correct? Let's see. Camera report 92, all right? Isn't it anything after January 10th was supposed to be old? A fire is burning close to the park's western boundary near the D15 clearing. The fire is unattended with flames flickering dangerously, close to surrounding trees. Yes, I agree, that's what that is. Yeah. Wait, January 24th. It was before. Okay. Weather app report. This is the weather app? Oh my god. Humidity 74%. Ew. Gross. Rain intensity. Park watch. Oh. Last captured image. Look at this. Oh my god. Okay. This is good. This is going to be a game. All right. Review track, report. Upload files, select file to submit. Image or sector doesn't match description, report outdated. I think it's fine. I would call this... Oh, fuck, this is gonna be something. Okay, so report 92. What does this mean? A fire is burning close to the park's western boundary, near D15. The fire is unattended with flames flickering dangerously. This would be illegal campfires. Illegal campfires! Fire should not be here. I agree. Submit. Put all the trash in the bin. Submit. What? Did that work? Oh, human test validation. Sorry, this is the CAPTCHA thing. Okay. Here we go. I forgot. First time, submit your first report. There you go. Okay, so we have to go through this all. All right. Why do I feel like something's gonna watch me? Oh, God. Well, fuck that. I don't like this. All right, well, next report, I guess. Ew. Other people. I thought they were aliens. Camera report, 3M, date 8th of January. That's outdated! That's outdated! Sector. 4 people are off the marked trail near H34 Ridge within a restricted entry zone. One of them is climbing a tree. Well, that's terrible. You can't do that. Hang on, there's an alarm. One sec. It told me that a while ago. My bad. All right. So, open this one. Let's see what this is. 4 people are off the marked trail near H34 Ridge within a restricted entry zone. It's, first of all, outdated. And this would be restricted area entry. 4 people are off the marked trail near H34 Ridge within a restricted entry zone. One of them is climbing a tree. I assume that's correct then, right? I'm human. Excellent. Why do I feel like we're gonna see something in the fucking window? Two men are seen on the on the shore of Lake F50 fishing in a no fishing zone. Environmental destruction. Yeah. Illegal, first of all, illegal fishing, actually. Looks good to me. Submit. Select all images with deer. This is so dumb. I hate these fucking things. All right. Review track. Are all of these correct? Oh! What? Really? How did this one happen? Reporting accuracy, 67%. The report tracker updates itself periodically. Monitor your efficiency, track your accuracy, and aim for a perfect score. Every report matters. Okay. Two boats are spotted on Lake C-17 with fishermen on board casting their lines in a no fishing zone. Oh, image or sector. We have to go after the sectors. Sector D15. Sector D15. Sector D15. Okay, makes sense. Yeah. So they would be fishing there, potentially. Okay. So that is correct. Report is not outdated. Everything seems legit. Illegal fishing. Submit. The fuck? This one. I'm doing my job. Leave me alone. What's up? Henry. Hey, sorry to bother you. I'm Henry, the new guy. Hello, sir. The keys for you. Hi, Henry. Nice to meet you. John mentioned you dropped by for the keys to your cabin. Yeah, thanks a lot. You know, it's not every day we see someone new joining the night shift. It's great to have you here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks! John actually showed me everything yesterday and went over the rules. I also heard this park has a great reputation. Constant awards and stellar reviews. Pretty impressive accomplishments. That's true. We do our best to live up to that reputation. That's good to hear. Have you worked in a park before, or is this your first time? I've never worked in a park, let alone on a night shift. I took this job because it pays well, and I just finished moving here to Flint Park. Or Flint Peak. Oh, really? I haven't heard about them paying a lot. What brings you to such a remote place? Flint Peak is a small town. Honestly, I'm not even sure myself. My wife and I moved here because we wanted a break. 10 years in the corporate world really worked me down. Or wore me down. Life here seems so peaceful, no rush, just better. And honestly, if you'd stayed there, or if I would have stayed there, my health would have taken a serious toll. I get that. Anyways, I should stop chatting and get to my cabin before it gets too late. Henry, good luck with the job. I hope you'll be a great partner. Flint Peak might be out in the middle of nowhere, but like you said, there's no rush here, and the nature around us is the best part. Exactly. Thanks for the chat. Once I've got some free time, I'll definitely drop by again. See you around. See you, Henry, and remember to enjoy the nature around you. Good man. All right. Corporate job. Lucky he ended up here. A break from the skyscrapers is needed. I agree. Next one. So this is going to be... The date is fine. Camera 51P, sector G19. A camera captures a lone hunter tracking deer along the G19 trail. The hunter is wearing camouflage and carrying a rifle. G1951? I guess that's a real... Yeah, okay, sure. It's good to me. I don't think I see anything weird about that, to be honest. Lone hunter tracking deer along the G19 trail. Looks good to me. This would be illegal hunting. Bro, any second now, I'm gonna look out that fucking window and there's gonna be something staring at me. Any second. A vehicle is partially blocking the entrance to a maintenance path in the B75 forest zone, hindering access for park workers. A maintenance path. That looks legit, sure. 86p. 15th of January. 86p. $86p? What? It's not real. What? Oh, sorry, sector B75. Okay, B-75. Well, there seems to be, yeah, something there. Sure. Okay. Let's load it in. The vehicle is partially blocking the entrance to a maintenance path in the B-75 forest zone. Yeah. Is that obstruction? Restricted area entry. Yeah. Catch the poacher. Oh, we caught him. You know what I want to check is my review. Come on, baby! Ah! What? How? How? Oh, because we keep uploading bad reports. We're supposed to shred them, for fuck's sake. Wait, really? No. Really? What? Come on, I need power to get anything done. Dude, I'm not that garbage. Come on. F50. 2 men are fishing in a restricted fishing area at the river mouth in sector F50. Sector F50. The river mouth? Okay, so like, alright. I don't see anything wrong with that. Is that a problem? Like, you can't be fishing there. I get it. It's fine, yeah. Surely that's good, right? Oh, someone's calling. I should pick it up. Caroline. This is Caroline. Do you copy? Over. I copy you, Caroline. Hey, I'm calling because I'm calling to say goodbye. What? I'm sorry, I didn't even have time to stop by and talk. Goodbyes like this suck, and I feel bad for ending things this way. I just had... Caroline, I understand you don't need to explain yourself. And hey, I don't think this is the end. You can still reach us, or reach out, or drop by anytime. I didn't mean it's the end. It's just... So you got the job? Yes, I did! That's great! That's excellent! You should go into this science. How's this called? Park Science Laboratory Researcher. Yes, that's a good opportunity for you and your future. I know, and I'm a little scared, but it will be fine, right? Of course it'll be fine, I'm telling you. I just wanted to tell you that it was a pleasure working with you. I could always count on you, and this park was one of the best employees in you. This park has one of the best employees in you. Okay, okay, enough, woman. Hey, I have a request. Yes. In your free time, make me a robot that can do my job for me. We're so funny. As soon as I start making robots, I'll bring one to you. Great. I've got to get back to work. Take care out there, Caroline, and good luck. Thanks. For all these years of working together, I promise I'll visit your park more often. But for now, over and out. Over and out. Hey, good lass. I'm sure she'll do great at the new job. I hope so. G19. 3 men are seen fishing while standing on a large rock jutting out of the water in Lake G19 in an area where fishing is prohibited. G19. Well, there's the lake. So isn't that correct? I would say that's legit. I mean, I don't have anything else to say. It's illegal fishing. Yeah. I'm human. E40. A small campfire is burning close to the E40. The flames are contained, but the proximity to dry brush is concerning. A group of people is seated around the fire. So E40, I mean, that looks, yeah, okay. E40. It's a location. Okay. I'm going to assume that's correct. To me, it sounds correct. Sure. This would be illegal campfire. Select the images with the deer. That's it. Report. Okay, surely I got more right, correct? Yeah, baby! All of them are good. Nice. Lovely. Oh, radio. Commander. Park Ranger. Hey, can you hear me? Hello? I got you loud and clear. I hear you. Over. Finally, I managed to get the signal up. You have access to the computer. I do. What do you need? I'm currently repairing the signal tower in Sector A22, okay? I need to check if the system is showing the correct status now. A22, okay? Can you check Park Watch and let me know the status of Sector A22? All right, checking now, over. Standing by, over. A22. Sector A22 status under repair. Something's still not right. Under repair, okay. Oh, shit. Who the fuck was that, though? Calls on Park Ranger. Wait, who am I supposed to call? I don't think there was a name. I mean, John seems about right. Let's go to John. How's it going? Hey, alright, same as always, boring. Still got a bit more trail to cover. Gotta say, it felt better being on vacation. Oh, come on. Were there always this many reports to process? Okay, it's not him. Be glad you're not walking around in the rain. Oh, and I meant to call you. Did you see the email from management? They're gathering people to represent the park at the Collatown Fair. Free trip and a bonus, plus you know how chill those events are. Last time, we barely even had to stay at the booth. Sounds tempting, not gonna lie. I'll be at the HQ tomorrow when I finish my shift. Want me to sign you up too? Yeah, I'm in. Do it. Last time was awesome. Now that's what I like to hear. All right, I'm wrapping up. Got it. Over and out. Who the fuck is... Yeah, Douglas? Try again later. Okay. Henry. Henry, do you hear me? Loud and clear, over. How's it going? Have you settled into the cabin yet? I have to say, these cabins are really nice and cozy. It's pretty comfortable here. Fireplace, coffee machine. You have a coffee machine? Oh man, I'm definitely stopping by. You're always welcome. I'm glad we finally have someone new. I'm a little jealous, to be honest. Why's that? I'd love to experience this all for the first time again. You'll see, the night shifts are great. At least for me. Yeah, no noise, no crowds. It's quiet and peaceful, right? Exactly. You've already figured it out. Oh, it's really good here. I agree. That's what it's all about. I've got to go. Still need to make some calls and file my first report. I remember doing that. There was a ton of paperwork. Yeah, you're right. There's really a lot to go through. All right, I won't bother you. I'll drop by when I've got some free time. To see me or the coffee machine? Both. Over and out. Over and out. A22. Yeah, we did this, though. We've already seen this. Park Watch. Is it really... No, it's not going to be Caroline. What? Hey, I'm just about to return the walkie-talkie. Is everything okay? Nothing's wrong. I just wanted to say again, I believe in you. You've got this, and I hope that when you visit us, you'll tell us a bit about the things over there. Thanks, of course, I will. I'll visit your park as soon as I can. After all, I've still got that job from you. Someone's got to build that robot, right? You better be here within a year. Definitely. Take care, and if you ever need help or support, you know where to find it. Thanks again. I have to go. They're asking for the walkie-talkie. Take care. See you soon. Over and out. So it says check Sector A22 status in Park Watch, but I did that. Yeah, A22 is down here. So now what? Is it bugged? These games are all pretty cool with their art styles. Oh, yeah. Like, we're looking at A22. Report to the ranger, but who? We did, though. There's no one here. How do you report to the ranger? Oh, you... Oh! You clicked the button! Oh, my God. That's a button. Okay. I didn't realize it was a button. Hello, are you there? Over. Yeah, I checked, but the system still shows under repair. Damn. All right, I think I see where the problem might be. I'll give it another shot. Tough one. Not really, but the heavy rain and wind aren't helping. The whole tower's shaking, but I'll manage. Someone's got to do it, right? Yeah, it's going to be you. True that. Stay safe up there. I'll check in with you after I give it another try. Thanks for now. Over and out. Over and out. I didn't realize you had to fucking... Oh, it's a drone. Why do we have drones in the forest? Get a life. Let's see this. Okay. So it's not outdated. A drone is captured on camera flying above the H34 forest. Its buzzing noise disrupting the peaceful surroundings of the park. That looks... Yeah. Flying drones, a bit... You hear the alarm? I don't hear anything. Really? Do you really hear the alarm? Let me know. C-17. A vehicle is parked in front of a fire hydrant near the entrance to B-75 campground, creating a potential hazard in case of an emergency. So that would be illegal parking. Looks good to me. The date's fine. Everything's good. Submit. Poacher. Ooh. Can you hear me? Hello? Loud and clear, son. Great, the signal is getting stronger. Do you have access to the computer? I need to check the sector status. I'm online. The tower should be fully operational now. Everything looks good on my end. Can you check Park Watch and confirm the status of Sector A22? Sure, checking now. Standing by, over. A22 should be online now, no? He did it! Online! He did it, the status is all good. Nice. Hello, are you there? Over. I checked, everything's green, status is safe. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Nice work! Thanks, it took me some effort, but it's all good now. Time to head down. Sounds good. I appreciate you checking the status, gotta run. It's crazy windy up here, over and out. Over and out. Can we just sit here and appreciate the sound in this game and the vibe of this game? The rain. Isn't that so chill? Oh, man. You know, shit's gonna hit the fan soon, I promise you. But that is a lovely sound. You don't hear it? I hear everything, really. I can turn it up a little bit. Look at the rain. Saint, thank you, buddy, for the 14. Toby, the horror games recommended in Discord. Any chance we might see Welcome to the Game? That one is not going to happen because we've already picked all the games, but it was on the list. So maybe next time. You know, no game is gone forever. If we haven't picked it, just suggest it again and we'll see. Thank you, buddy. A hunter is seen in the A22 clearing with a rifle. As his dog chases a deer through the bush, the hunter follows closely, aiming his weapon. The date is good. The sector, I guess, is fine. A22. Looks fine to me. Yeah, okay. I mean, this is illegal hunting. What the fuck? Images with a deer. Why do I feel like something's gonna jump out very soon? Come on, baby. I'm double up, though. I'm double up. I fucked up one, but I got like 4. Shift ends at 5 a.m. Shit. How much work do I have to do? A poacher is seen aiming a rifle at a deer near the tree line in sector G19. Again, looks fine to me. I don't see anything wrong with this image. The fact that I've even got some other ones wrong is insane. This looks totally normal. Am I wrong? Illegal hunting. Illegal hunting. Oh, Q27? Is that a real sector, though? Q27. But how is this wrong? But Q27, hang on. Oh, G19, Q27. Oh, image or sector doesn't match description. Okay. Okay, sure. Right. Yeah, I guess they weren't really, what am I listening? Fuck. Who the hell was that? Definitely not one of the Rangers. Oh, lock the fucking door? Coffee, goddammit. I'm seeing some shit. Alright. Sector I-16. A person is standing on a rock near the I-16 overlook, operating a drone that can be seen flying in the distance over the forest below. Was he having a wank in the forest? I-16. Date looks good. Looks fine to me, sure. Okay. Yeah. I-16, everything's fine. Let's submit it. This is flying drones, illegal, by the way. I'm a human. Is it the guy from a moment ago knocking? Okay. Can you explain something to me? Why the fuck is there a bear trap in front of your cabin door? What the fuck? Good question. That wasn't me. What? Are you kidding me? Do you even realize what that thing could do to someone? Oh, fuck. John! What? John, I just saw some guy outside a moment ago, but when I opened the door, he ran off. It must have been him. He set the trap. Are you serious? Yeah, but why and who the hell is this guy? It's gotta be some fucked up psycho. No normal person would set a bear trap in front of a park ranger's cabin. We need to report this. Someone could have gotten seriously hurt, and that guy is probably still in the park. Okay, so don't go back out! Fucking handguns, and you lock the door, and you wait. You camp the window. Fuck. I'll notify the other rangers to stay sharp, and I'll report it to management. We'll catch this asshole. But admit it, we've never seen anything like this before. I totally agree, this is fucked up. I never imagined someone would set a bear trap in front of my cabin. Tell the other rangers to watch out. I'll handle it. Leaving the trap with you, though, I'm not dragging that metal junk around. Besides, it's your gift, isn't it? John. Alright, I'm out. If anything comes up, use the walkie-talkie. I'll be on alert. Got it. Why are you going back out there? Idiot. Okay, F-50. A fire pit has been set up just off the F-50 maintenance road, making it difficult for vehicles to pass through. The fire is still smoldering with logs and branches piled nearby. That looks fine. Illegal campfire. Review. Yeah, baby! Making that money! Nice. Okay, 77X Q27. A hunter is captured on camera in the Q27 forest zone, standing over a freshly killed deer. The hunter is holding a rifle and appears to be inspecting the deer. Yeah, illegal hunting. Plant a tree. You know, if only the captchas for like every other thing on the internet. Okay, calm down! Christ, wait. I'm speaking. Can you hear me, John? Loud and clear. Listen, I came across a group of people during my patrol. The park is closed for the night, and they were in the staff-only area. What? They didn't see, like, the fenced-off area or the signs? They claimed they didn't. Just some kids, yeah, troublemakers. We were just as curious back in the day. Can't argue with that. We pulled off worse stunts. I'll escort them to the exit, make sure they don't mess around anymore, and I'll give them a motivational speech. Listen, can you call Douglas? I tried reaching him, but he's not answering. I'm starting to worry about our forest grandpa. He should have finished his shift an hour ago, right? Yeah, and I think he's still not back. I don't want to keep staying late just because he wants to wander around the forest again. But I've got things to do. Beer after work isn't going to drink itself. Yeah, but you know, there's as many years between him and us as there are trees in this park. Oh, damn, okay. Let's get one thing straight. You leave me the jokes, or you leave the jokes to me because you're not really killing it. All right. Look, I get it. He loves this place. He's attached, but he needs to understand that others are just trying to do their jobs here. Though, on the other hand, I can understand his passion for the forest. Damn, I wish I could see the woods the way he does. He never seems bored with this job. While me... Yeah, you always look like you're... Go on, finish that thought. You sneaky little rat, never mind. Just let him know when his... just let him know when he checks in that he needs to head back. Got it, over and out. Alright, so where's Douglas? Douglas? You think it's a pissed off poacher? No response from Douglas. Okay. I have hiccups. One sec. Ugh. I-16, January 7th. 2 vehicles are parked illegally in front of a locked gate near Sector 16. Is that a gate? What is that? Sure, alright. Illegal parking. You're supposed to hold your breath if you have hiccups, yeah. I'm gonna call that a gate, sure. C-17, date 27th, or sorry, 22nd. A vehicle parked on the side of a narrow dirt road near the C-17 entrance. The vehicle appears abandoned, having been there for over 72 hours. Okay, so what if this now... What day are we on? I think it's the 24th, January 24th here. Illegal parking. You could drink water too, yeah. Come on, baby. Yeah! Horaloo! January 24th. Okay, shut up, I get it. Douglas? Park Ranger, hello, can anyone hear me? Oh, God. Oh, my God. What's up? I need help. Oh, no. Hello, I hear you clearly. Hey, I was on patrol and the weather is really bad. I was supposed to be on my trail Q11, but I'm somewhere else. I think I'm lost here.
Money!
He needs money, sir. Thank you, buddy. Can you give me the GPS coordinates for the nearest ranger station in Sector Q27? Of course, stay in place. I'll check the coordinates for Sector Q27. Thanks, I'm waiting and staying on the line. Q27, let's do it. Q27 cabin. There we go, right there. I have the coordinates. Hello, can you hear me? Yes, I hear you clearly. I'm giving you the coordinates. Go ahead. 44.25 and 121.90. Okay, I've entered the coordinates into the GPS, thanks. Looks like I'm not far from the station. I'll head there since the weather is only getting worse, and I'll wait it out. Or I'll wait it out. Thanks again, over and out. If anything comes up, call in. Over and out. After a 12-hour shift, my mom randomly spawned at my job telling me we're going out for the weekend. My voice is 100% gone, but now I can enjoy a deserved weekend. Today is the weekend. You're not wrong. Tomorrow is Saturday. We are playing spooky games on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday! All fucking month! Christ. Oh my God. That was yesterday. Is that a dead deer all torn up? There's no way a bear could have done that. Oh. B75, January 23rd. A dead deer is seen lying near the edge of B75 forest zone. Its body severely torn and mangled. The wounds suggest that it was attacked by a predator. Good luck at the dentist, sir. Hey, we've all got to go. I have to go. B75. Okay, this is really fucked up. I don't like the look of that at all. That was yesterday, too. What would you even call this as? Environmental destruction. Illegal hunting? I'm gonna call that environmental destruction. Its body severely torn and mangled. What would you call this? If you had to report this in as a park ranger, what would you call this? None of the above? Well, I guess it could be nature. It could be nature. Luga, thank you, buddy, for the 9 months. He says, oh, yes, Daddy, we've had our child. Throw it in the trash! Submit. Lovely. Yeah, I'm kind of scared. Oh, God. Okay, so that was yesterday. So something is in the park, and it's ripping deer apart. Um, 84V, okay. January, okay, this is outdated. An unattained Sorry, an unattended campfire is still burning near the E40 hiking trail, posing a fire risk. Illegal campfire. Oh, God. Hey, do you hear me well, Henry? I hear you fine, Henry. Did something happen? I just saw a child running down the river in Sector F50. Looked about 10 years old at most, and I'm not sure, but I think they weren't wearing shoes. Okay, are you sure? Pretty sure I got startled because they ran right at me. But as soon as they saw me, they started running away. Did you chase after them? Yeah, for a bit until I lost track of where they were running. Strange. I've already notified base as they'll handle it. I just hope that kid gets home safely, okay? And that they don't wander around the park at night. It really freaked me out. Thanks for calling. I'll inform John. Sure, over and out, over and out. So what if this is just a group of, like, wild people? Strange, he said he saw a kid at this hour and barefoot? John? Try again later, okay? Whoa. That's a... You trashed that report for sure, right? But it's in the computer. How do I get the file out of the machine? Like, what is this? It's corrupted. Parking for 2 years. Damn, dude. Thank you. It was me. I ripped apart the deer. It owed me $1. Okay, buddy. You're funny. Thank you, sir. I can't pull it anywhere. Oh, maybe? Open file. I can't drag it. Files in the trash will be automatically deleted. Replace it with another one? Can't. You have to handle that one first. You know, I could just submit it. Just submit it. Well, that was fucked up. Yeah, there you go. There's the negative one. Oh. Hello, sir? Come in. Douglas. Hey there, kid. Hello, sir. Hello, Douglas. I need to stay here for a while. Hope that's not a problem for you. Is that a wounded fox? What is that? You're always welcome here. Did something happen? There's a pretty big bear outside, and I'm not about to piss it off. I'd rather wait here until it moves along. Okay. I remember running into that one myself. Or running into one myself. I was scared out of my mind. Oh, was it fox fur? Especially since it had cubs with it. That's the worst case scenario. It was probably a mother. When she's protecting her young, she won't stop at anything. Oh, by the way, John's looking for you. You were supposed to finish your patrol a while ago. Why haven't you returned yet? I was heading back, but then I ran into that bear. The lights went out. The rain's coming down harder and harder. This is it. Now it feels like home. Yeah, you like it. Yeah, you do like it in here. I've worked here my whole life. This park is my home. This place means everything to me. And this cabin is one of the first ones we ever built in this park. I didn't know that. It's also the cabin where the unfortunate incident happened. Okay. What incident? You don't know the story? I guess I'm not surprised. No one talks about it, and barely anyone even remembers. When was it? 20, 25 years ago? Douglas, I know nothing about this. Well, I'll tell you then. You should know about the fate of your predecessor. Chronos, the New Dawn. 25 years ago in this cabin, a worker was found dead. A very good friend of mine. Jesus, why have I never heard about this? The disturbing part was that everything about that night was strange, at least for me. I remember it clearly. Walking through the forest, I didn't feel right. I heard whispers, and sometimes between the trees, I saw silhouettes that looked like people. Everything felt off, but when I tried to get closer to those things, they turned out to be bushes or tree trunks. Like they were just illusions. Yes, but the murder wasn't an illusion. We found him in this cabin, but the worst part was his condition. Douglas! He wasn't mutilated, and there were no wounds on him. But he was dead, and his body would occasionally writhe like a snake. Sometimes it started crawling towards the door. But it didn't have much strength. What the fuck? He was dead, but he moved, sometimes whispered. I've never seen anything like it. What happened next? What about the police, the detectives, and the park authorities? Back then, worse people ran this park. The workers were treated terribly. Everything was worse then. But the worst part was when the park's management found out about it. I witnessed it myself. When they carried his body out, all these people were there, so many of them. And suddenly, everything disappeared. Every car drove off, and when I came into the cabin, everything was cleaned up. No traces left behind. Ooh, you know what? SCPs. The government cover-ups. Christ, this is beyond comprehension. Why didn't you report it anywhere? I did report it, but it didn't do any good. On top of that, I almost lost my job here. They took everything in an instant. There was no evidence left. What about your friend's family? I've never seen them since. I don't know what happened to them, but I'm afraid those people might have taken them too. Maybe even... Douglas, I'm so sorry about your friend. Don't worry about it. After all this time, I sometimes wonder if he just died and I'm making up stories. I should get going. Sorry if I scared you, but don't worry, nothing like that has ever happened again. He was a really good person. Why did something like that have to happen to him? Take care, Douglas. And come visit me more often, okay? Sure. I should get going now. Thank you. For letting me talk to someone about this. Fuck. I've never even heard of this. What the hell else have they been hiding from us? Telling me. Okay. What is that? That's a big fucking person. Tourists are seen scaling a closed watchtower near the D15 lookout point. Okay. D15. D15, D15. This would be a restricted area entry. Dear. Fuck, it's a dead body. I need to alert the other rangers. What the fuck? Uncover the report involving the dead body. A dead body is seen lying next to a campfire in the D15 area with a large wound across the abdomen. The scene suggests a violent attack. Oh my god. John, you there? I'm here. What's going on? There's a body in the report covered in blood. Fuck. Okay, stay calm. We need to notify the administration. We need to do that fast. Did the camera capture anything, or sorry, anyone else in the image? No, just the body. All right, give me 5 minutes. I'm calling them now. I'll get back to you. Got it. Over and out. Over and out. How do you report this? It was there 15 days ago. Sorry, 13 days ago. 13 days ago. How do you report that? Christ. Yikes. It is close, be aware. Well, something is close. It is close, be aware. Suck my dick. I agree. Image does not match the description. Poacher. Zanfar, thank you, buddy, for the 19. Oh my god, bro. What a cursed game. What a cursed game. What? It is close. Be okay. Okay. More dead bodies. What is going on here? It is close. 2 bodies lie by the lake's edge, C-17, surrounded by a pool of blood. Somebody answer. Like, I'm reporting deaths here. Fucking answer. Anyone. Talk to me. Sorry, what is this? What's wrong with my background? Oh my god. What the fuck? Look at the background. I mean, that's not false. Choose your destiny. What the fuck? Okay, how about this one? Choose your destiny. All of the above. Fuck. Can anyone hear us? Hello? We need help. I hear you. Where are you? Hello, is anyone there? Hello, I can't hear anyone clearly. We have a lot of wounded. I can't hear you. Hey! Hey! Something's going on in this park. Fucking coffee, brother. Coffee's gone. Oh, shit. Okay. What the fuck? 2 people impaled on tree branches surrounded by a mass of terrifying creatures. Well, that is incorrect. I don't see any creatures. You're lying. That's incorrect. Incorrect. Image sector does not match description. I don't see any creatures. Bullshit. What the fuck is they? Why? Fucking see. What the hell? Oh. I'm doing my job. Please, corporate. I promised to do my job. I'm not fucking opening that door. I see pain, so many people, so many hanged people, bodies on the ground, mutilated. There's so much suffering. Please help them. Grok, is this true? Grok, is this true? Oh, I would call that all the okay. I'm not opening the door. You can fuck off. What are those? Go away! Oh, thank God we're back to normal. A person is dumping trash from the back. Can you fucking stop? Are you done? You know what? You're pissing. Okay. A person is dumping trash from the back of a pickup truck near the H-34 service road. Illegal dumping. Can we call someone for this guy? Like, Jesus. Where is this dude's handlers? Is he done? God, that is so annoying. I just saw that thing. I saw him. A tall figure watches from the edge of A22. The subject doesn't move. Something holds hope, perhaps. Oh. Okay, well, that's lovely. Thank you. Are those dead bodies? That's also lovely. Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Oh, this guy's gone. Is this guy done? The door just opened. The door just opened. Ah! I mean, what do we do? I want to see my rating first. Looking pretty good. Spooky. Fuck off. Let me do my job. Can a man not work in peace in this haunted forest? 2 hunters are seen near the H-34 wetlands area, aiming their shotguns at birds in flight. That's correct, but the date is... it's outdated. And that is illegal hunting, sir. But it is outdated. Please, God, some good news. Just... John, I hear you. What's going on? Are you seeing the monsters too? The killings? Yeah, I can't even describe them. It's fucking terrifying. Oh shit, it's happening to everyone? I keep seeing monsters in the distance. I hear other park rangers screaming, gunshots. Wait, aren't you in a cabin? No, I couldn't make it to any of the cabins. They're all too far. I'm hiding near the rocks. I should be safe here. Listen, I've got an important message. There's something wrong with the reports. Henry contacted me. He says they're changing. One of his reports mentions something about a center, a heart of the anomaly. He's still going through the reports, but hasn't found anything new yet. You need to submit the reports as soon as you can. There's a chance you might find the center and maybe kill the anomaly, or at least stop it. What? Fuck, these reports are terrifying. Everything around me is weird as hell. I don't know! Hey, calm down. It's gonna be okay. Just start submitting the reports. It's our only hope now. Why do I feel like that's what's feeding them power? You know what? I don't trust John at all. I should be destroying these reports. What are your thoughts? I think this is what's giving them power. Do you understand? Yes. Fuck. Whatever happens, it'll be okay, right? Yeah, it's gonna be okay, John. We'll make it through. We need to call for help. Right, I should. John, I can't hear. I can't hear you. John! Fuck! Pick up! The signal's too weak. I think we should destroy the bad ones. Clearly destroy the bad reports. An illegal campfire is burning off the F-50 trail. This is wrong. It's wrong. Oh. Okay. Okay. If we get a bad report, destroy them. I see a death. That's my cabin. What's going on? Ah! Get the fuck in there. Oh. My flashlight! You bastard! It's a lizard man. Oh. You know, maybe we shouldn't have destroyed the image. Why is... Oh my... Oh! Oh! What the fuck? Douglas! What the fuck is that thing? Holy shit. Giga Chad Douglas. What the fuck? Another bastard down. And plenty more will follow. Please don't leave. Douglas! I'm shaking all over. He almost killed me. You have to be careful. Don't make any noise. They can hear really well. These monsters, what the hell is happening? I can see their silhouettes again. It's happening all over. I have to help Henry before it's too late. I saw him. He's trapped inside a cabin, and 2 monsters are trying to break it from the roof. I still have 9 bullets left. I'll try to go through the reports. They're supposed to help somehow. That's what I heard too. Are you sure you can do this? You're all alone. I spent 40 years shooting and surviving in this damn park. If I ever die, it'll be right fucking here. Why do I feel like that's complete bullshit and I need to be destroying them, not using them? Hello? I can hear you loud and clear. Good, very good. Know that you're in some serious trouble. Who? Why? Who are you? I've been researching this shit for far too long. It took everything I fucking had. Unfortunately for me, there's no way back. I don't have to, and I won't. I've got nothing left. Nothing left to lose. Wait, what the hell are you talking about? Who are you? Answer my question! We've already met, and not long ago. I'm Doctor. Sorry for that gift I left by your door. I'm Doctor? Hello, Doctor. Okay. So he left the fucking bear trap. It was you son of a bitch. This is? Yeah, once again, I'm sorry. I tried to lure that thing, but it was pointless. There's something in this park, isn't there? Monsters, anomalies. What the hell is going on? Please tell me. It's very fucking complicated. In short, you're all gonna die there, but I'll try to help you. Call the police. Where the hell are you? I'm already far from here, far from that fucking park. The signal's gonna cut out soon. Fuck you. Fuck me. I just uploaded all my files to your computer. Files that no one else has, files that can bring us closer to solving this fucking mystery. They can help a lot, but they're incomplete. The reports can show you the rest, but it's too complicated. There's a recorded video of case 1998, but it's corrupted. There's a chance to repair it. Case 1998, the murder in my cabin. Yes, there are many weird things happening here. If you make it out alive, you'll find me too. Those files. They're the culmination of my whole existence and everything that was taken from me. Funny, isn't it? That these fucking files were my whole life, everything around them. I wish you luck. Take care, and remember. Listen. Remember that shit is fast as fuck. Shit is fast as fuck. Okay, the creature. Fucking hell. How do I repair the video? This is unreal what's happening. Here, this park, Oh my god. Corrupted data. Entity 03? They're like SCPs. What are they? Entity? Newspaper news. Today's news, a suicide has occurred. That's a lie. Last night, within the grounds of the Among Trees National Park, one of the night shift employees took their own life during duty, according to police. More details are expected to be revealed soon. The park's management has yet to comment on the incident. We extend our condolences to the family and loved ones. PNG. Oh, there's one. It's like a giraffe. Okay, it's a monkey man. This file is encrypted. 49 messages. 1996 or 1998. Okay, notes. Photo, Emily. Is that an entity? Emily description. Emily was last seen on January 2nd. It's worth noting that during the events of the night of 1998, a young girl named Emily was also reportedly seen. I suspect she is not human, but rather one of the creatures of a manifestation. Be careful, she appears with a knife in some of the photos. A drawing likely made by Emily was found in the cabin. There's treasure under a tree. Maybe this is some sort of ancient curse. We stole treasure or something? Okay. Drawing photo. Weird notes. Just like the reports create anomalies and allow us to see things, the computer files also seem to reveal a lot. There are many hidden files. Reading them isn't easy. Some can be decrypted, which could bring me closer to solving this mystery, but so far I haven't been able to crack a single one. Sometimes what's most hidden is right in front of you. I have no idea what how that's supposed to help. This is breaking me down physically. Solving one piece only opens the door to 3 more. The reports can even lead you astray from the right path. Everything is so damn messed up. I managed to access a file that clearly pointed to a key footage. Footage from camera C_04. Unfortunately, it's corrupted. It could be decrypted, but how? Give me 1 sec, folks. 1 second. Oh, okay, folks, we're here. I have like a weird gut pain. I don't know what it is. Ow. That is a new emote. You can't really see it, but it's Tobias Curse. It's Mochi. All right, sorry, let's go. This is breaking me down physically. Solving one piece only opens the door to 3 more. Oh, sorry, we already read that. Weird file notes. I can't take this anymore. Someone help. Help me! Help! I don't want to see any more of this. That was terrifying. Everything is starting to make sense. I can't keep writing. He's alive. He's alive? He's alive? Isn't like an entity is alive? How do we get in there? Three people are seen at the edge of D15 Lake throwing bottles into the water. Well, that is pollution, sir. That is terrible, and I will have the law here. Environmental destruction. Yeah? You junky people. The gunfire. I hear gunshots. Maybe I should call Douglas. Douglas? Did you hear that? Douglas, do you copy? Over. Douglas? Oh, sorry, copy. I heard gunshots. Are you alright? I killed 2 of the creatures, but Henry's gone. He's not in the cabin. Maybe he managed to escape. Possible. I've got a few rounds left. I'm heading to the main building. There are more guards there. I'll join them, and we'll come back for you and the others. Alright, I'm too far from HQ. I'll stay put. Okay, I'll be... Douglas? Do you copy? Over. Listen, I don't think it fucking matters anymore that, like... Okay. First of all, this had the wrong date. Three individuals are seen climbing over a fence into a restricted area near Sector B75. Uh-huh. That is illegal entry, sir. If I'm to die being hacked up by a monster, you are going to jail too! Okay. What's happening? Where am I? What are these reports? Police Department, City of Flink Peak. 7-year-old Emily was last seen on January 2nd, 2024, near the city park, wearing a black jacket, a pink backpack. If you have information, contact authorities immediately. 555-123-4567. You serious? Okay. Somebody left me a drawing. Is that her? Is she in charge of the monsters? It's very lovely, thank you. Camera report, 66S, 822. A pile of discarded tires is visible near the G19 creek. Yeah, that is not correct. That's a fucking lie. What kind of report is this? It broke my shredder! What the hell, boy? What the hell, boy? Put it in the PC. Mr. Thomas. January 24th, 1998. Mr. Thomas, as I assume you have already seen the recordings from Cabin 11 and what transpired there. I need not personally describe that terror to you. I simply want to assure you that the matter has been dealt with. Nothing of the sort should happen again, and everything should return to normal within a few days. So they know, whatever this is, they know that things are going back to normal. So technically, they understand this entity, this problem. I would also like to clarify that threatening us with the police is in this matter is entirely inappropriate. Please be mindful of where and to whom you direct such threats. We have fulfilled our part of the agreement, and we are not afraid of you or any authorities. Part of our agreement? If anyone were to find out about these events, you would be the first to be held accountable. The evidence has been removed along with all of the witnesses as agreed. It was not easy. We are awaiting the final transfer, after which all contact will be severed. We sincerely hope we part ways peacefully, Mr. Thomas. You have a beautiful park. It would be a shame to lose it. With respect, Doctor. We talked to this guy, though. The vehicle is parked near the A22 trailhead. It has been there for 2 days, making it difficult for hikers to access the trail. Illegal parking? I don't know who the doctor is. The doctor was here earlier, and he said he left a bear trap outside our door to catch a creature. Sparky, thank you, man, for the 10 months. Well, that's lovely. 2 freshly killed bodies lie scattered among the nearby brushes in Sector B13, torn into gruesome pieces. I can't shred anything, so I guess we just put it in the PC. Happy birthday! It's a gnome! Can you please get off my screen? A lot of people died here. Henry, hey, I'm coming. Well, that's TMI, but thank you, Henry. He's coming, okay? I'm on my way to you. Well, keep your come over there, sir. Henry, please tell me you're safe. I'm safe. I have to get to you. I'm close now. Henry, if you're near a cabin, maybe you should stay there, okay? No, I can almost see your cabin. I'm nearly there. You're going to be okay. Oh, we can do this. Are you hurt? I'm coming. Answer me, Henry. No, I'll be there in a moment. Over and out. Henry? He's injured? Why is he so desperate to get here? Because he's got the fucking radio. It's not Henry. And if it is Henry, he's coming! Is it Henry? Doesn't match the description. What the fuck? Submit. What? Do you want to look back? What does that mean? Do I want to look back? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, look back as in back in time. Look, there's hands. Do you want to look back? Oh, this is how the cabin was ages ago. Look, it's all different. Yeah, that was into the past. The vehicle is parked at the edge of the E40 clearing, partially hidden by brushes. The vehicle has been stationary for 4 days. Yeah, so that's illegal. Illegal parking! Oh, out of date. Looks like I'm getting close to the heart. Disgusting! Ew. A drone. B-75. You got it. Oh my god, my computer's corrupted. Sorry, folks. Drone. Flying drones. Not a good ordeal. Nope. Is that Henry? I don't know if I should open it. What if it's Douglas? Ah! Oh, close it. A group of 4 people are seen near the E40 trail filming as one person attempts to break a tree. Oh, that's terrible. Breaking trees? No, sir. No, no one's gonna pick up. The signal is gone. Okay, whatever's going on here, though. Oh, God. That's a lot of dead people. Hey, hello, are you okay? You look really pale. Yeah, I'm fine, everything's okay. You don't look okay. Are you sure nothing's wrong? No, I'm just a bit tired, that's all. Your health really matters, you know? I know. There's a difference between knowing and actually taking care of yourself, especially when you're working. You should take some time off. I'm actually leaving for a vacation with my family tomorrow. Oh. This is in the past. Right, because Caroline's already leaving. Good, you need to rest for a bit. Okay, this is not what's going on. Anyway, lucky for you, I'm the one bringing lunch today. And just for you, you're getting the extra veggie version. Veggies! Ew! Put me back with the monsters! Oh, that's just cruel. It's for your own good. I'm gonna go grab it from the car. I'll be right back. What do you want to drink? Let me guess, water? Excellent choice. Water's good, though. I think we're dead. Yeah. A vehicle is parked near the 822 trail. It has been there for 2 days, making it difficult for hikers to access the trail. I'm feeling worse and worse. Uh-huh. Colorized, wow. What the fuck? Is that an alien? Heart is almost here. Illegal parking. Oh God, Henry! Ah! Henry! You need to accept his deal, please. He's coming. If you don't accept his deal, he'll kill you. There's no other way. I see why you came to me. What are you talking about? See, I was right. You hear it too, don't you? Well. Okay. Henry's dead. Corpse can move. Where? corpse can move. I'm gonna say that doesn't match. When we go back, his corpse is gonna be gone. Oh. Ew. Henry, was that you? Did you shit in the woods again? Sure. This guy's just dead here. Hey, John, I was in the past. I spoke with Caroline. The reports are getting stranger, but they show I'm getting close. There's some kind of heart. There's hope. Ah, that's good. Really good. Things aren't going so well on my end, though. What's happening? I'm afraid we won't be able to see each other again. One of those monsters got me. I can't move because of my wounds. Where are you? I'm coming to you. Just give me your coordinates. Please. Don't come. Another one just spotted me. It's already coming my way. But I'm already dead. Just find the heart, okay? I don't want anyone else to die. That's a shame. I won't be able to see my family again. Fuck. You will see them. Where's the monster now? It's running right at me. John, send me your coordinates now. Ah! John, answer me. I'm sorry. You don't want to hear what's about to happen. Over and out, my friend. Hey! Fuck! This can't end like this. You hear me, John? I'll find the heart before they get to you. 3 people are sitting on top of an electrical shed. Yeah, okay, well, this is correct. It's that fucking scared me. Okay. Oh my god! Well, he cleaned up pretty well. Thank you, sir. Camera report. Well, there's nothing here. What is this shit? There's nothing. Camera report. A small campfire is burning close to the E40 hiking trail, creating a hazard for hikers. The flames are contained, but the approximate... Okay. So that is illegal burning. Illegal campfire. Yes, sir. E40, yep. Wait. January 4th. Oh, it's outdated, sir. Heart is almost here. Man, I've got a good track record. Holy fuck, hire me. The heart. I did it. It's time to end this slaughter, this massacre, once and for all. So many innocent people are already gone. It's time to finish this. It's for you, John. Henry! Okay. Monster. Fascinating. Don't you think so, William? Stay away from me, you monster! Monster? You call us monsters because we kill, but I only kill those who deserve it. And what the hell did all of those innocent people do to deserve it? All those bodies, all that blood. Innocent. For years, humans have shown no respect for the forest, destroying nature, polluting everything. Your reports are just a tiny glimpse of the devastation your kind brings. You don't see it, do you? I came to this world and lived in the woods for over 500 years. Watching. Observing. And I realized it's humans who are the true monsters, not us. They are parasites that need to be removed. Imagine it, a world covered in endless forest, dark woods growing freely, thriving without humans. And what about us, the park rangers? We protect the forest. There are people who fight to save nature. Are you going to kill them too? Don't lump everyone together. Not everyone deserves your justice. Excuse me. That is true. Which is why I haven't come here to hurt you unless you refuse me. I have an offer for you, one you can't refuse. Your friend already tried to warn you about it, which is disappointing. I wanted to present it myself. I'm not doing anything for you. I think you'll find you don't have much of a choice. Here's what's going to happen. Either I take over this world and reshape it the way it should be by wiping out humanity. It's kind of... okay. Or I leave this world behind. But to escape, I need help. I need someone chosen to complete the last report. With it, I can break free from this world. And that's my offer. Complete the report and I'll leave. And if I complete it, will I die? No, but if you refuse, I can't guarantee your death. Sorry. If you refuse, I can guarantee your death. The choice is yours. Wait, fuck. What do you do here? Fill out the last report. Shit. What do we do? Do we do it? I think we should. I think we just do it. Okay, sure. All right. I mean, okay. Where am I? Well, we fucked up. Is it the doctor? So, unfortunately, you managed to arrive. I had a sliver of hope that you would escape. Where am I? What is this place? Don't worry, I know you feel strange right now. You are in the void, the edge of the human world. And to answer your next question in advance, I am Mendax. I was human too. Was? Why can't I feel my body? Because I'm entering the void. Because by entering the void, you are no longer fully alive. Wait, so I died? You could say that. Your body remained in your world, but your mind ended up here. Unfortunately, there's no way out without help from someone in the normal world. Did the same thing happen to you? How long have you been here? I think 25 years. I stopped keeping track. I hoped you would escape the monster, but I got you too. Wait, do you know Douglas? Douglas. Yes, he was a close friend of mine. Is he still alive? Yes, he told me about your death. So this is the guy who died in the cabin, initially, right? Oh, I'm starting to feel sick. My head's spinning. It's only temporary. Everything should stabilize soon. Soon meaning when? I can barely speak. Your body is adjusting. It's better now. Hey, look at me. Just look at it. Isn't it beautiful? What the fuck? Is that me? Amazing. The edge of everything good and sadly everything dark. But don't worry, not anymore. Come with me. What the fuck? I'll help you cross the void. Walk with me through this journey. We'll find a way out, I promise. I promise. What? Okay. You think that was the bad ending? Is this some sort of, like, metaphorical ending? Something to do with, like... I don't even know what to make of that ending. I don't even have a clue. You know, we never opened up the other folders. There was a few things we never did in the middle of the game. Well, I'm not in heaven. This isn't heaven. This is like some sort of void. I don't really understand this. What the fuck? I think we'll have to watch an explanation on YouTube. Yeah, for sure. If you read this, you're awesome. No, you're awesome. You're breathtaking. Thank you for playing. What the fuck was the ending of that game? What was the ending of that game? He never reads this, but you smell. I read that, sir. I do stink. Okay, what was that about? Story and endings explained. Last report. Okay. So, let me... Okay, before I say anything about this game, you got duped by an eldritch lawyer. Well, okay. I don't really understand the end of the game at all, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if he was even telling the truth. As if he was some, like, actual cosmic entity who viewed humanity as, like, the parasites. I don't know. What I do know is what I've played was pretty intriguing. It was intriguing, but at the same time, I feel like there was a lot of stuff you couldn't even bother, like, interacting with. Like, a lot of the stuff on the PC, you only had to go to, like, 2 pages, and that was it. There's 4 endings. Really? Endings explained. Okay, we can watch this video coming up. I liked it. I really enjoyed the intro of, like, the slow burn. I think by the end of it, I'm not sure. If you didn't file out the report, he probably couldn't hurt you. I think you're right. Maybe these things only happen because we file them out. I'm gonna have to watch a YouTube breakdown of this game to really understand it, but at face value, I don't think this game is what it's telling you it is. Right? There's something deeper here with, like, the doctor and these creatures that supposedly arrived 500 years ago and started watching the forest and seeing people kind of destroy it. I would say the game was really good in the beginning and the middle, and then it kind of, for me, I just got lost in the end of it. I couldn't understand it. But hopefully the ending, the story explained, ending explained, will help in figuring that out. But I gotta say, the game looked really good. The vibe of sitting in that room was sick, and it was a little intense. I would say there was a few jump scares that got me, but like the overall vibe of this game and what you did was fun. It was very, Arstotzka. Glory to Arstotzka, right? Fucking, what was that game called? Papers, Please. Very, fill it out next, fill it out next, fill it out next. Yeah, that was cool. The presentation of this game is awesome. The music was great. I like the dialogue. It felt very natural. But I'm so lost in terms of the ending, so before I say anything else, before I even give it a rating, what I want to do is watch the ending of this game. The multiple endings and the story explained. So let's do that. It's a 20-minute video. And let us try and figure out what it is we just played.
The role of a knight.
Okay, only 20 minutes, so it should be fairly quick. Let's do it. Okay.
We assume the role of a night shift park ranger who drives to his post in the Among Green Trees National Park.
So this is Gamer Assault, Last Report Story, and Endings Explained. Let's do it. I pretty much understood the basis of the game, though, right? You're back from a vacation, you're on your job again, you're a park ranger. Your job is to kind of take care of the filings of all the different places of the park that take photographs, and you catalog them. Very basic stuff. In terms of the creatures and all of the weird, here's the file, take a look at it, and then figuring out like what the numbers are for the passcode. I thought it was 1988 or 1999, sorry, because that was like the year shit went down. I guess it wasn't. So let's just see what it's about, and then once we fully understand it, we'll talk about it a bit more, and then I'll rate it.
It is just past 10:30 p.m. and he manages to reach his cabin. Reporting in, he opens a new guidebook as the rules have recently changed with the placement of the new management. After reading a set of rules that are very common, the park ranger goes to the next page where he reads about the expectations for his work. He's required to monitor the park and review reports captured by camera system within the park. He then needs to categorize the reports, verify them, and then upload them into the system.
I'm not sure if that even mattered.
Finishes reading
Maybe.
The guidebook, another ranger by the name of John comes into the tower and starts talking to the protagonist. Through the conversation between the two, we learn the protagonist has been off work for 2 weeks, just coming back after a sandy vacation. The protagonist has a family, so he is not a single man and has people who worry about him and long for his safe return after each night shift. The other ranger explains during the time the protagonist was off, they changed the electric poles, which has caused issues with the power, causing the lights to flicker every so often. At the same time, there's no signal in the woods, so they have to rely on good old walkie-talkie to communicate between.
You know what I just realized? I shouldn't have accepted the deal. You know what really stuck out to me, thinking of it now? Remember when, was it Douglas who came in? Who was the person who came in? Park Ranger, Douglas, it was one of them. Somebody came in, bleeding, and they said, take the deal, he's coming, take the deal, right? He hunches over, dead. Henry. The lights go out, they come back on, and he's completely gone. Whatever that was a complete ruse. It was a sham. He wasn't there to begin with. No, he said, take the deal. He said, take it. Whatever you do, take the deal.
Each other. John has come all the way from his patrol to the protagonist's cabin, not just for quick greetings, but he has come to ask for a favor. There's a new guy that needs...
I think Henry was dead before he showed up. He was played by... Yeah, literally, that's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Keys to his cabin.
He said, take the deal. I shouldn't have I shouldn't have listened. Because over the radio as well, right? You hear him and he's like... Henry, like, clearly he's not himself, right? It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? So, you're right, I think he did die, and I think he was worked, like, possessed. What if it was all fake and you're just a schizo? I guess we're gonna see. I don't think that's the case, but... Chromo, hello, sir.
John passes to the protagonist to give to him. Otherwise, they seem to be good friends, as the protagonist doesn't forget to give John a nice bottle of alcohol as a souvenir, which John promises to keep until their next barbecue. As John leaves, the protagonist turns on his computer and starts work, as the pile of reports on his desk won't be reviewing themselves. Going over some personal photos,
Oh, what the
we can
fuck?
see the protagonist
What? Where? How? Personal photos?
and John go
Really?
way back, as they have even spent different vacations together. We learned that today is 24th of January, and there have been many updates in the last 2 weeks. The night shift seems to last 6 hours only, starting from 11 p.m. and ending at 5 a.m. However, that doesn't make the job any less challenging. Reviewing some reports, the protagonist categorizes them accordingly, with reports being older than 2 weeks or older than 10th of January needing to be gotten rid of. Soon after, the new night shifter arrives, called Henry. He explains John showed him the ropes and went over the rules with him. Through their conversation, we learned that this park has really good reputation and great reviews from campers, and that is
Sweet.
all thanks to the tireless rangers keeping the park a place for great visits. Henry comes from a corporate background in a busy town who got really burnt out and tired. He and his wife decided to move into a smaller town, being this town called Flank Peak, where they can be a little more at peace, hence why he took this job as a ranger. He soon leaves, thanking the protagonist for the chat and the keys, leaving the protagonist all on his own. All of a sudden, the protagonist gets a walkie-talkie call from another ranger called Caroline. She is calling to say goodbye to the protagonist, as she is finally leaving the job as a ranger and joining a research facility called the Park Science Labs. She thanks the protagonist for all these years of working together and having just a great colleague, and promises to visit the park. Getting back to work and going over more reports, the
That
door
game
of the
not yet,
cabin
no.
opens on its own, with a person shrouded in darkness
who the fuck was
walking
this?
around, seemingly planting something on the floor and then
The
quickly
doctor.
running off. This leaves the protagonist really baffled to who this person roaming in the middle of a stormy and rainy night could be. Soon after, John comes by from his patrol, showing the protagonist the planted bear trap just at the front of his cabin's door. Horrified to who this person could be, they report this and notify other rangers, as there is a psychopath on the loose who has sinister intentions of harming the rangers. John leaves the cabin, leaving the bear trap with the protagonist. After some time patrolling the area, he reports on the walkie-talkie that he found a group of teenagers in the restricted area at the closing time. He explains he will escort them to the exit and asks the protagonist to observe them on their way out. In the meantime, he asks the protagonist to try for Douglas, the senior of all the other rangers, being very old, yet someone who loves the nature and the forest, hence why he doesn't want to retire from this job. The protagonist tries for Douglas, who was supposed to leave 1 hour ago, who doesn't respond to his walkie-talkie, making the rangers very concerned. Things start to get a little worrying and grim as the weather starts getting really bad with a severe storm, with the park rangers reporting that they are heading to the nearest cabin as they cannot navigate through this weather. Reading a report, the protagonist sees in shock a deer torn and mangled by what can be only assumed to be a predator. However,
Why do I feel like whatever this entity is, it was complete bullshit from the beginning? Didn't it say it was getting back at humans for destroying the planet? Destroying the forest? What about the deer? Is the deer a problem as well? Like, what? Really? I feel like whatever it fucking said was a complete lie. That was a complete lie. That was an excuse to kill. Well, this game was like 2 hours long, I believe, roughly. It was a shorter game. The creature's delusional. Yeah, we're gonna see if this guy has something to say about it. We'll see.
what kind of predator would mangle a deer like that? Either way, he continues on reviewing more reports. Henry then calls in through the walkie-talkie, reporting something surreal. He explains that he saw a kid running down the river, a kid not being older than 10. Henry, the new guy,
Isn't that the child that went
explains
missing? Isn't that the child that went missing? Emily, I think it was her name, or something, right? Exactly, that too, right? Why would there be an entity attempting to get revenge for people who were destroying the forest, yet all we're trying to do... She was 7? All we were trying to do was preserve it. Yeah, that too. He literally said that at the end of the game as well. What a weird... The entity seems to be some sort of cosmic, obviously cosmic. I mean, where else would it come from? But like, I don't know, man. That is strange for sure.
Patrol just a few minutes ago, a child running past them who didn't have any shoes on at the middle of the night. He ran after the child but soon lost track of it. This really baffles both Henry and the protagonist, not believing what they hear and saw. Either way, Henry reports it to the base and tries to investigate the area and the cameras. Soon after, the power goes out with a figure approaching the cabin holding a lantern. The protagonist is startled, having his eyes glued to the door when he sees Douglas walking in, expressing his concern and relief for Douglas. He responds that he was evading a bear outside, that's why he couldn't answer his walkie-talkie and stayed late. The power also went out, so he came to the nearest cabin, which happens to be this one, for some shelter. Douglas then goes on explaining some lore. He explains how he loves this job and has worked as a ranger all his life. He then continues that the cabin that the protagonist is in is one of the first that was built in this park, being a cabin with a history.
What about that file that was dropped off that was on the PC? They said something about there was treasure underneath a tree. There was something underneath a tree. There was a lot of these weird files that talked about, or rather showed, other things than what this entity could have been, right? So maybe whatever those things are have something directly to do with the creature. And why would it kill... Exactly, why would he kill Douglas? I guess we'll figure it out, though.
There was an unfortunate incident that took place in this cabin, something many have forgotten, or if they haven't, they refuse to talk about. It's news to the protagonist who is hearing this for the very first time. Douglas continues, about 25 years ago, a ranger was found dead in this cabin. A ranger who was good friend to Douglas. Douglas explains everything felt strange that night.
And then you had the two individuals who were talking to each other, where it was like, oh, listen to me, you know, nothing's going to happen, right? One sec. Give me one sec, folks. Sorry, folks, we're back. We're good. Sorry about that. Had to go help Ivana with something very quickly.
While walking through the forest, he heard whispers. He saw silhouettes between trees that looked like people, getting close to the
Cosmic Redditor. It's some sort of cosmic entity, but you've also got, like, the Doctor. You've got some sort of collective, like a government thing that came in and cleared everyone up initially when this happened 25 years ago.
Turned out to be
who
bushes
knows?
and branches, acting as strange illusions. The ranger who died seemed to have been murdered, but there was no wound or sign of injury on him. The most surreal and unexplained.
So this is the exact same thing that happened to us, which is also the person we see at the very end of the universe, right? When we get taken as well by this thing.
The terrible part about it all was that despite being a corpse, his body would crawl and wiggle, writhing and even whispering in a sinister manner. It didn't take long before the park management arrived.
It started crawling towards the door, sometimes whispering.
And carried his body out with so
that's also the foreshadowing of, was it Douglas? Douglas who shows up? Or Henry, the guy who's like the meat puppet?
many people and cars being present outside, but it didn't even take seconds before everyone disappeared and left. When Douglas goes back to the cabin, he sees no sign of someone being dead here, as if someone had cleaned up the place as if nothing happened. Douglas tried to report the incident, but no one got back to him, and he even got threatened he would lose his job. It seems as if this was orchestrated and the ranger was a collateral to something.
It was orchestrated and the ranger was collateral. So what if this entity comes out every 25 years and it completely fucks over the mental of some person in the hopes of taking them to this dimension, harvesting their soul or something?
Douglas didn't even hear from the ranger's family anymore, as if they had disappeared or people in
the government
management
knows.
made them vanish. It all seems very shady, as if something sinister had taken place, as if being some sort of a cultish ritual. Despite all this, swearing all this really happened, Douglas nowadays questions himself if what he saw was real or not, especially as they try to paint him as someone crazy. He says since then nothing like that has ever happened again, but now things seem to be strange again. Is it possible these rituals or incidents take place every 25 years in the same cabin, with the protagonist being the next victim? Douglas leaves and the protagonist is alone in the cabin.
That's a good possibility. Maybe there is a group of people. Okay, remember they said there was people running around in the woods? They found the little girl, and other people kind of leaving traps and shit. How is the entity benefiting from banishing you from your body? Maybe he gets to inhabit it. Because they said your body gets left behind, but your soul gets pushed elsewhere to, like, the very end of the galaxy, the very tip of, like, space. Maybe it just gets to inhabit your body. They did say after he died, the body was supposed to be moving around, so that technically means something might be inhabiting him. It was wriggling around and stuff. And that was the previous one from 25 years ago. Well, he said that he would leave this world. He didn't say we would, he said he would.
Cabin yet again. Going over more reports, the protagonist suddenly comes across a grim sight. A mutilated corpse of a human who had been captured by the cameras about 2 weeks ago. This violent scene
I guess we'll see
horrifies
again.
the protagonist, who quickly picks up his walkie-talkie and contacts the other rangers to notify them about it. These reports are generated automatically by the computer, so it is the ranger's duty to review them and upload them correctly into the system. So the very first human reviewer is the protagonist.
Well, the weird thing, who are the other monsters that show up in your cabin? Apparently only one person was murdered way back when. 25 years ago, the person who has my job in this cabin had died, and they found him without any sort of life. No perforations, nothing. His body was fine, but it was almost like his soul got sucked out. So what I think is this entity awakens every 25 years, and it has to try and obtain a soul for some reason. But they didn't say anything about other victims, only that one. They said there was a missing girl. How the fuck does that tie into this? I'm not sure. There's a few loose ends.
After contacting the other rangers, something terrifying happens. The protagonist notices an entity, a non-human being with glowing red eyes looking through the window.
This game is
and
good,
then
yeah.
crawling up to the roof
I did like it.
very quickly.
I don't really
It
understand the
causes door
ending,
to
but
be thrown open and the computer to glitch. The protagonist shuts the door quickly,
Emoji.
starting to shake, picking up his walkie-talkie to report it to the rangers. He tries and tries, but the signal seems to be out, with no one being reachable. Going over more computer-generated reports picked up by the cameras, the protagonist comes across more images of corpses who have died a brutal death. The protagonist can barely hold himself together. Going over his computer to see what he can do, even the wallpaper of the computer seems to have been affected, with human victims being in the background, as if their souls are damned and controlled. Truly a petrifying scene, something which might indicate that there are paranormal forces in play, reminding the protagonist of the story Douglas told him about
what if it can only stay in the world if it convinces a human soul to willingly leave as payment? Payment for what, though? I mean, it literally just lied to us. It says, oh, we take care of the forest is our friend, humans are cockroaches, parasites. You can, if you sign this, you can leave and you're fine. Oh, technically he wasn't lying. He says you can leave and you're fine. Didn't he say something like that? I guess that's what you were trying to tell me. Maybe it was that, or it was like, I will leave myself. I can't remember. We'll see again, because we have the endings in this video.
the ranger 25 years
We'll
ago,
keep cooking.
being extremely terrified, thinking that he might be the next victim. The computer glitches with twisted, threatening images being displayed. Reading more reports, he sees shocking images of more corpses who are surrounded by terrifying creatures. The ranger starts gasping for air, struggling to breathe properly. The reports become more grim, more people dead in brutal and violent ways. A figure then appears behind the window of the cabin, constantly banging its head against the window. The protagonist, being too scared to go out, sits still and goes over the reports. The reports then slowly unveil the backstory of what is going on. An image shows a person approaching a figure in the woods with glowing red eyes, a figure that resembles the entity that appeared momentarily behind the cabin, causing the computer to glitch. The report then changes, with the person looking at the figure being brutally killed. So it reveals that this entity is the culprit of all the murders. The person banging its head on the window then opens the door, looking as if being a decomposing walking corpse who disappears in a blink of an eye. All of a sudden, the walkie-talkie rings and John is on the other side. He explains that he is seeing the monsters too, and unfortunately has not made it into the cabin, hiding in the woods. He had talked to Henry, who told him that he has noticed the reports are changing, and there seems to be an anomaly, a supernatural thing happening. They need to review and upload the reports as fast as they can, and find the heart of the anomaly and destroy it. And maybe that is how they can survive.
How the fuck would he know this information? What the fuck does that even mean? I don't think that has anything to do with John. What a load of shit. Find the heart of the anomaly and upload it?
This. It's unclear if people have died here and as many as being displayed, or if the reports are simply being changed by the monster as a way to mentally break.
How would he
the
know
rangers.
that, though?
The line drops and the ranger does what was asked of him. Quickly try.
Submit the reports. It's our only hope now. How would we know that? How does he know that?
Quickly trying to process the reports. The report then all of a sudden shows the protagonist's cabin with the description reading death, which clearly shows the monster is taunting him, trying to get into his head. It is some sort of psychological monster taunting people psychologically. All of a sudden, the power goes out and the protagonist notices a monster entering the cabin. It's dark and he is forced to use his flashlight. Looking around, the flashlight goes out too, with the monster taking the form of a human and rushing towards the protagonist, trying to kill him. But a gunshot is heard and the monster instantly dies. Being all shaken, with his vision blurred, the protagonist barely notices a brave Douglas in the background being the one who shot the monster down. He tries to calm the protagonist, saying Henry is surrounded by the monsters as well, trapped in his cabin, needing his help. Douglas, being an extremely brave man, then leaves, going to help Henry. That's when he receives a call from an unknown person claiming to be a doctor who has been researching these monsters for years. He explains that he was the one who set the bear trap at the cabin as he tried to help the protagonist and lure the monsters away. Now he is far away studying these monsters and trying to solve the mystery and put an end to them. He uploaded all his research and files on the protagonist's computer, including a recorded
never got into
video
this.
of the case of 1998, which was about the Dead Ranger story in the same cabin which Douglas talked about. Going over the files, a newspaper was published after the murder of the Ranger in 1998, who was falsely reported to have lost his life under his own hands, being a clear cover-up. Reading some of the reports in the new files, there is a description about someone labeled as Emily. Emily seems to be a shadow, assumed to be a manifestation of one of the entities, or maybe a corrupted spirit. Whatever it is, it seems to be a young girl, or in the shape of one, who holds a knife. An eerie drawing was found in the cabin with Emily standing atop a pile of corpses that she had killed. So when Douglas explained 25 years ago when he heard whispers and saw people in the woods, he wasn't wrong, as he saw the manifestations and the shapes these monsters make, forming into humans. Whatever the monster is, whether being a collection of them, a hive, or a single entity capable of controlling so many manifestations, it seems to be capable of creating realities through falsified reports, making the victim see and hear things. The
Falsified reports. No wonder it wanted us to file the report then, right? And then also, you know what? There's a lot of, like, signs in the game that kind of point to you not trying to, like, file them. One of them is the fact that the shredder gets destroyed. Right? The shredder itself in the cabin got fried. Clearly an indication of, like, okay, maybe you should have been destroying some of this evidence, or some of these anomalies, we'll say. But what are you supposed to do after that? Because on your PC, you have a junk folder, but I couldn't put anything in the junk folder, so I'm not sure what the fuck that was about.
monster is also able to create manifestations in forms of twisted and corrupted humans who are violent and brutal. This is a psychological monster living in the mind who brings fears and imagination into reality. After some time, the protagonist hears distant gunshots, who instantly thinks of Douglas. Calling him on the walkie-talkie, Douglas confirms it was him who killed 2 more monsters. He managed to get into Hendry's cabin, but he didn't find him there. Seemingly, he managed to escape. Douglas then explains that he has only a few bullets left, who plans to go to the main office and join other armed guards and come back for the Rangers remaining in the park to rescue them. All of a sudden, the Ranger travels to a surreal realm where he reads a report about a missing 7-year-old called Emily. She went missing only 3 weeks ago. Who could be the girl seen in the doctor's files? Appearing back in the cabin, a child drawing appears of a child holding the hand of a monster. Could this be the Emily making friends with the monster and the monster creating manifestation of the missing children? Also, Henry reported that he saw a barefooted child around 10 years old running past him. Could that child be Emily, or could it be another missing child who is somehow connected to the monster? Going on the computer, a new file appears on the desktop. It appears to be from the obscured doctor writing to someone called Thomas, the management of the park, or the person responsible for it. The doctor seems to have been incited and forced to get rid of the evidence concerning the incident of the 1998 in Cabin 11, the one that the protagonist is in. After doing so, the doctor, in a bitter and resentful manner, explains that he wants to sever all ties to Thomas, as Thomas seems to have threatened him into doing so.
We beat the game, but we're going back now to figure it out.
Wanted to keep the incident a secret so that his position wouldn't be compromised. The Ranger then gets a call from a terrified Henry who is desperately running to get into the protagonist's cabin. He sounds injured, and no matter what, he wants to get to the protagonist. In the meantime, the Ranger does more reports when finally he seems to be getting closer to the heart of...
Would that be some sort of, like, I don't know yet.
Anomaly. As he is getting close, the monster seems to start to panic as it tries to terrify the protagonist more and even appears to him, making him have a flashback when he had a chat with Caroline just before he left for his vacation. It seems a little bit strange as it's not just a flashback.
Why do I feel like everything is in your head and you can't actually die? Hi, Mochi. Baby! Why do I feel like everything is in your head in this game? And the only way for you to actually be harmed is through submitting the report. The last report. Why do I feel like that's the case? You okay, little buddy? Mochi, are you a demon?
Yes.
You want potato?
Yes.
You want man flesh?
Yes.
Are you cute?
Yes.
But as if he actually traveled to the past. In this flashback, Caroline is getting some lunch for the protagonist, changing shifts with him, as she seems to be taking the morning shift after the protagonist finishes. That's when the protagonist wakes back up in the cabin, in the real time, feeling an immense headache. All of a sudden, Henry rushes in, being heavily injured, bleeding excessively, and
He says,
screaming
"Take the
in
deal,"
panic, begging the protagonist to accept the monster's deal, as otherwise he would be killed. That's
Yeah, so look at this. See, he comes in here, and I think he's been puppeteered anyway. I think it's a ruse. It's a complete fucking ruse. He's never dead in this cabin. He wasn't killed here. Because when the lights go back on, there's no blood, there's nothing. This body never existed.
when he loses his life and dies,
Yeah.
with the protagonist feeling horrible for him, as it seems Henry cared for him. The protagonist then gets a call on the walkie-talkie from none other than John, who delivers some truly tragic news. The protagonist excitedly reports on how he is getting closer to the heart and destroying the monster, when John explains that he was hurt by one of the monsters, thinking that he will lose his life and won't be able to see his friend anymore. The protagonist in a desperate manner begs John to give his coordinates so he can get to him and help, but John goes silent, knowing it's too late and the protagonist would endanger himself. So he stays silent and then explains another monster just spotted him, going towards him. John explains he's only disappointed because he won't be able to see his family anymore, and explains how lucky he was to have a friend such as the protagonist, saying how he is already dead with the monster running towards him. He bids the protagonist farewell, saying a friend shouldn't hear what is about to happen, cutting off the line. The ranger, having tears in his eyes, having lost his best friend and a new recruit he started to like, feels immense rage and pain, yet at the same time, fear. Eventually, after some time, the protagonist manages to find the heart when he draws the knife, about to stab it, but it suddenly disappears. The monster then appears in the back, directly talking to the protagonist,
So here's the ending.
knowing his name. Just then, we learn the protagonist is called William, as William refers to this entity as the monster. The being takes offense, explaining it as no monster, but instead it is the essence of nature. It explains that only
load of
kills
shit.
people who harm the nature, being the guardian of this place. This being emigrated to these woods 500 years ago, living in them peacefully, but at the same time it watched the humans destroy the park and the nature. It sees humans as parasites who destroy everything around them. The being then offers William a way out, a way to save humanity. It explained it is bound to these woods, and the only way it can detach and go to another world is through William doing a last report, as otherwise it will have no other choice but to wipe humanity and shape the world it should be, full of nature. It only offers this to William because he is a ranger, someone who vowed to protect the nature. Here we get a choice. The monster offers us to do the report. We can accept and go along with the being's request, or simply reject its offer. Choosing to go along with the report, William travels to another surreal realm. In this realm, we get a shadow of a human who introduces himself as Mendax, explaining that they are in a void, the edge of human's world. Mendax used to be a human, but he ended up here, a place where the mind gets trapped. As it happens, Mendax was the same ranger Douglas talked about, the ranger from 1998. In this world, only the mind exists, while the body is still in the real world. Mendax then tells William that this won't be so bad and helps him cross a bridge, promising that they will find a way out. Just then, the story comes to an end, with the duo most likely not finding a way out, as it has been 25 years already for Mendax and he is still stuck here. If we manage to unlock the secret encrypted files, we can learn more about Mendax and the 1998
How?
incident, which took place on the 24th of January, the same date as of today, being 2024.
Log January 24th, 1998. Recovered and secured from cabin number 11. The body of the Chosen One. Okay, so the Chosen One is what you call the victims of the cabin. The body of the Chosen One, condition detailed in separate file, 22 reports documenting homicides, 11 anomaly reports reported and disappearing, final count may not be accurate, 3 utility knives, 1 park ranger issued firearm, 4 monster corpses, 7 handwritten notes left by the Chosen One, 3 pens, missing walkie-talkie still not found. The walls and desk are scratched. The chair is broken in 3 places. The computer is smashed with its parts scattered across the cabin. Signs of a struggle are clearly visible. The ceiling is covered in cobwebs, and in some areas, traces of monster slime are present. Okay, so the creature was in the room, the big one. The Chosen One's body occasionally twitches and mutters incomprehensible phrases. The entire cabin feels alive from the inside. Entering it induces a strange sensation.
The report explains that Mendax was the Chosen One, with his corpse still
And then it says infected cabin. Cabin is infected by the what?
muttering and twitching, as if he is still alive. But that would be explained through this ending, as we learn that he is not fully dead, as his psyche is trapped in the void. They call him the Chosen One, as the monster chose his buddy, seemingly, the same as Williams in 2024. Finding another report, we find a big breakthrough. There is something called the clock, which
While trapped in the void gathering fragments of what remained, I managed to create the clock. Just like the report plan showed, apparently it has the power to bring back everything that was killed in the park. I don't know how true that is, but I'm leaving it in Look location in case someone shares the same fate as me. If anyone finds this and wants to use the clock, here's a warning. It will resurrect everything that was killed, not just people. For the clock to work, one condition must be met. The last report must be completed. This comes at a price. It will unleash upon you something unimaginable, worse than any kind of death.
apparently could resurrect everything that died in the park, including the wildlife, turning the time back. But in order for the clock to work, one condition must be met, which is to complete the last report. Using the clock, which is under the floorboard, seems to turn time back, but the monster still appears to William.
What? Okay.
And provides him with the option to filling the last report. If he refuses to do so, the monster kills the protagonist, which leads to a similar ending with the protagonist finding himself in the void alongside Mendax. Using the clock and turning time back, the only difference seems to be that the friends and the other rangers seem to be alive when looked over through the portal to the real world. In the first ending,
So you save them with the clock. What? What?
if we don't find the clock and turn back time, resurrecting everybody
Yeah, they all died. Yeah.
within the park. Looking over the portal in the ending, we can see how all the friends are dead. This is thanks to the clock that he finds, turning time back and resurrecting them. It seems that he sacrifices himself just
What?
for his friends to be kept alive and his family to be safe. So was the monster's promise real and true that he will leave the protagonist alive or not? Well, it seems that it wasn't telling the truth, and it was a cunning monster who actually lived in the forests but hated humanity. Either way, let me know what are your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. As always, it's been your host Star.
The narrative is the narrative's kind of all over the place. What? Someone says the premise was good, but then they went all over the place with it and nothing truly gets answered. You can shred every file and nothing changes. Yeah, I was gonna say. The story was really cool, but they kind of did nothing with it at the very end. You had all those questions like, what are you talking about with the forest? Well, it's nothing. What about the files? Well, it's nothing. What's the heart? It's nothing. The clock? How the fuck is that under... What? Huh. I think the game is incredibly cool, but narratively, it just kind of gets lost near the end. I'm sure the person who made the game and wrote it had an idea of what they wanted to do, but, like, I don't really understand it. I don't understand the ending. I don't think there's anything concise. You make a deal with the creature, but the creature was a lie anyways, right? Just lied to you. And so it ripped your soul out and transported you to the end of the world, the end of the galaxy, into a void. What else? Okay. So it wanted to kill everyone? What did it want to do? Hmm. Interesting game. I actually enjoyed playing it. It wasn't boring for even a second, but I think the narrative was lacking a little bit. You know, again, what about the young girl? What about all these other spirits and things? Is there any reason, or is it just kind of in the game for being in the game? What about all the other creatures? Why was there a creature who was willing to kill me and then was shot, even though the creature wanted to make a deal with me and had to make a deal with me? What? Narratively, I think this is one of the most confusing games out there, and the ones we've played recently, and I don't think it really has an answer. There's kind of no reason for it to happen. I do like it, though. Don't get it mixed up. I do like this game. I think it was really good. But yeah, narratively, it's kind of unfortunate. I think that there's so many loose ends. And who the fuck is the doctor? Who's the doctor? Huh. Who's the doctor? Like, you had a shadow collective making a deal with like these guys and saying, hey, if you want to see your family and all this stuff, go with it. Don't ask questions. Goodbye. There was a lot of weird things. Well, it's a 2-hour-long game, but there's so many different ideas kind of thrown at the wall at the very end of it that there is no concise ending. There's no concise story. There's no concise kind of reasoning behind it. It just kind of happened. Maybe, is there another video we can watch? Maybe there is something here, but I'm just not understanding it. The park is blessed because every 25 years, management sacrifices a ranger. But why would the creatures come to eat us? Yeah, that's true, but why would the creatures then come to kill all the rangers? And then kill me? I was only saved by a park ranger who showed up to shoot a creature that was going to kill me. And it took the creature to come by and make the deal. What? Maybe that was its attempt at a sacrifice? Okay, the AI is telling me this. The story of the game. One sec.
He urges us to keep processing the reports to find his heart and stop the massacre, right before he is attacked and killed. Moments later, killed. He was the first person
What is this?
tricked by the monster into completing the last report.
Okay, there's a new video here. Let's the story breakdown. New video.
Trapping his mind in the void. Mendix, whose name is Latin for liar or deceitful, tells William that there is no way out of the void without help from the normal world. He promises to help William find a way out, and the two souls walk off together into the darkness. The mystery deepens when we receive a call from a mysterious man with a newspaper clip. You have a beautiful park. It would be a shame to lose it. This confirms the death was not a suicide, but a supernatural event that was covered up by a conspiracy between the park's management and this mysterious doctor. As the nights go on, the reports become a flood of surreal.
Okay, what the story means. What is this, anime?
So what is really going on at Among Green Trees National Park? When you piece all the evidence together, the story is much deeper than just a monster in the woods. First, let's explain the monster in its trap. This isn't just an animal, it's an ancient, intelligent entity that has existed in these woods for over 500 years. It sees humanity as a parasite, destroying the natural world, and it has one of two goals: either wipe us all out or escape this reality entirely. But it can't escape on its own. It needs a key, a human sacrifice. The last report is a supernatural trap, designed to trick a chosen person into opening a portal, not for the monster to escape, but to imprison the human soul. That portal doesn't lead to death. It leads to the void, a prison at the edge of the human world. This is the horrifying truth behind what happened to our predecessor, the Ranger from 1998. He wasn't murdered. He was the first known victim of the trap. He is Mendix. His name is Latin for liar, which makes his final promise to help William highly suspicious. Is he truly trying to help, or is he now part of the trap itself, luring the next soul into his 25-year-long prison? But the most chilling part is that some people knew this was happening. The files from the doctor prove that the park's management in 1998,
They knew it was going
led
on, yeah.
by Mr. Thomas, witnessed what happened to Mendix and orchestrated a massive cover-up. They silenced witnesses and scrubbed the evidence to protect the park's reputation and fulfill some dark agreement. The doctor from the original conspiracy is the same man who hacks a computer, hoping we could finally end the cycle he helped to hide. This leaves us with the ultimate question. Was William's final choice a noble sacrifice that saved the world, or was he just the latest pawn in a supernatural game that has been played out for decades, with both monsters and humans pulling the strings? Let me know your theories. Do you think Mendix can be trusted? What was the deal between the doctor and the park? Drop all your thoughts down in the comments, and if you enjoyed this deep dive...
So, yeah, one sec. Someone commented, the last guy who died in that cabin had a walkie-talkie that was never recovered in the reports. By seeing his torn in half body hanging in the walkie-talkie, hanging to his walkie-talkie, you realize that the entity who came to greet you, oh. That's an interesting thing. Okay, yeah, you know what? Okay, that could be a theory. Okay, remember at the end of the game when you had that body behind the desk, literally what I just said, there was a body behind the desk and it had the walkie-talkie and it was ripped in half. The only other person who ended up in that realm was the first guy 25 years ago. The entity that comes over, Mandex, his name in Latin or something meaning liar, is probably the entity who is going to feast on you in that realm. Because it seems to me that he kind of killed that guy, ate that guy, did something to him, right? This is what this comment says. So, by seeing his torn in half body hanging to his walkie-talkie, you realize that the entity who came to greet you, which his or its name literally translates to liar, is not a human, and in fact, another entity who's behind the cycle. It is also drawn over and over in the little girl's drawings too, the demon that takes the hand of humans. True. By doing exactly what it wanted, the Codebreaker ending in fact the worst ending, because you actively helped the entity destroy humanity while it portrayed itself as the last chosen guy. You basically stopped time and in turn allowed the entity to do whatever it wanted. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that exactly, but yeah, what a weird game though, because there's so many more things that aren't really explained. I feel like a lot of the games we've played recently are kind of left to interpretation. Not that they were designed that way, but like piecing it all together and having it be a concise thing, like the doctor and you know, the collective kind of knowing of this stuff and working with this entity. It seems like that it's like an SCP, except they're working with it type of deal. Or thank you, buddy, for the tier 1. Appreciate it. It's like a spider. Why are we assuming that the red monster wasn't in your head? What if Mendex was... Well, see, that's what I'm saying, right? There could be so many different things. Well, you know why the monster wasn't in your head? Because in the older report regarding the cabin, when they found it, they said there was slime from the monster. So they knew the monster. Whoever wrote that report, like the government or the park, you know, corpos, whatever, they wrote the report and they said the slime was in the cabin. The monster slime. So they knew there was a creature. They knew there was one. I was barely away today and missed almost 2 full games. Oh, they're smaller games. You could watch them on YouTube. I am back. Hello, sir. Good to have you back. Trying to look deep. Oh, these are not mediocre games. They're just very strange narratives. They're a little bit strange. There's a little bit more here. Let me just read this. Not read this, but watch this. Oh, hang on. DMCA.
When we receive a call from a mysterious man who calls himself Doctor. He reveals he was the one who set the bear trap. Not to harm us, but to try and lure that thing. He tells us he has just uploaded a folder of secret files to our computer, which contain the evidence he has gathered about the incident, evidence that was taken from him. His final cryptic warning. These files are the key to the entire conspiracy. We find a newspaper clipping that dismisses the 1998 deaths as a suicide. We find a file on a mysterious knife-wielding girl named Emily, who the doctor suspects is not human. And most importantly, we decrypt a file containing a letter from Doctor to a Mr. Thomas, presumably the park director in 1998. The letter confirms everything Douglas said. It speaks of a terror in Cabin 11 and states that the evidence has been removed along with all the witnesses as part of their agreement.
As part of their agreement. What the... you know, okay, what I think this is it's a cosmic ancient entity. It's kind of like it. It awakens every 25 years and has to make a deal with a person for it to be sated, and then 25 years later, it'll come back. It's like it, but in the forest. Right? It needs to wake up, feast, and then go back to sleep, or something. Questions first and answers later. I mean, narratively, this game is cool. It's just... It almost reminds me of... I mean, Silent Hill had answers. You just kind of had to dig for them.
It's a threat. You have a beautiful park. It would be a shame to lose it. This confirms the death was not a suicide, but a supernatural event that was covered up by a conspiracy between the park's management and this mysterious doctor. As the nights go on, the reports become a flood of surreal horror, showing monsters and gore. The park is falling apart. We find a final desperate call from John, who is hiding from the creatures. He tells us Henry discovered something in the reports, a clue to stop the heart of the anomaly. He urges us to keep processing the reports to find his heart and stop the massacre, right before he is attacked and killed. One last cryptic message. You need to accept his deal. He's coming, before he collapses. Heeding John's words, we process the final reports, and finally, the heart of the anomaly is revealed. A pulsating, fleshy mass. Our character, William, grabs a knife, ready to end the nightmare. But destroying the heart summons the anomaly itself, a massive, ancient, shadowy creature. It reveals its motive. It has watched for over 500 years as humans.
I think this thing's a complete fucking lie. Whatever's going on, it's so hard to understand because this creature in itself doesn't even let you know what it's about. It's just lying. And then you also have the guy at the very end called Mandax, so maybe this is some cosmic lying entity. And every 25 years you make a sacrifice to it, and that's it. Maybe that's it, man. Maybe that's it, literally.
The true monsters have destroyed nature. Its goal is to wipe out humanity and return the world to an endless forest. But it makes us an offer. Help it complete one last report to break free from this world, and it will leave peacefully. If we refuse, we die. We accept the deal.
This is how I feel about the game. Keep the emote, honestly, a little bit. I agree. That emote basically sums it up. Yeah, I agree.
But the last report was a trap. William is pulled into the void, a space at the edge of the human world. There, he meets another soul, a man named Mendix. And here, the final tragic twist is revealed. Mendix asks William if his old friend, Douglas, is still alive. He confirms that he is a park ranger who was found dead 25 years ago, our predecessor. He wasn't killed. He was the first person tricked by the monster into completing the last report, trapping his mind in the void. Mendix, whose name is Latin for liar or deceitful, tells William that there is no way out of the void without help from the normal world. He promises to help William find a way out, and the two souls walk off together into the darkness.
So this is one of the interesting things, was one of the comments the guy made, right? Mandax being liar in Latin, whatever, and the creature ensnares you. It leaves your body on Earth, but it takes your mind. It rips apart your mind and it pulls it into a certain location, right? It's at the end of the universe. You end up here, and it looks like that is supposedly the only other person to enter this realm. The guy who was taken 25 years ago.
The final shot is our empty cabin. As
for some reason,
notification confirms
this image,
the last report has been...
That image I never thought of it when I was looking at it, but now it kind of makes sense, right? That this could be the actual guy who was transported here 25 years ago, and that guy who just walked off with you is the creature, right? The warp, like in Warhammer. Well, this is the end of the galaxy. There's nothing here. The warp is hell. This is... I don't think it's hell. I think it's its own dimension. I'm not sure.
Submitted, and the cycle is ready to begin again.
Yeah.
With the next unsuspecting park ranger. A chilling...
in 25 years.
Fantastic ending.
All right. But we did watch this again.
To help William, highly suspicious. Is he truly trying to help, or is he woods for over 500 years? It sees humanity as a parasite. That trap leaves us with the ultimate question. Was William's final choice a noble sacrifice that saved the world, or was he just the latest pawn in a supernatural game that has been played out for decades?
I'm gonna say we understand the story. It's still a little bit muddy because there's a lot of details that I just don't fully get and understand why they're even in the game. Why is it showing the little girl? Why do you have all these other monsters, these apparitions? Why do you have people dying when the only person who died 25 years ago was one individual? And at that point, the park was fine. Weird. I'm gonna give the last report. What do you guys give this game? If you stuck around long enough, what do you give this game? On a scale of 1 to 10. I think I'd be at like a 6.5. I think I'd be at a 6.5. Solid 6. I feel like a 4. Okay, it's not that bad. 5.5 to 6. No way you gave Demonology. Well, Demonology, in a way, was a nothing burger as well at the very end, but it was also the point of the game. where I don't think that was the point of this game, but it just didn't feel like it went anywhere. But this game was intriguing and it was fun and it was very well done. Narratively, I think it was the weakest thing. Like, the narrative of this game was weak, but the game itself was good. Like, it was fun to play. It looked great, sounded great. I could sit there in that cabin and just listen to the rain. Pretty much hit the window for like hours. I would give it the same rating as I did Demonology. Honestly. I think I'd give it the same rating. How can you understand an entity from another dimension? Well, there has to be some context behind, what's going on, right? Or you just, or there's not, or they didn't write anything that matters, and it's like the alien is, you can't understand it, you can't comprehend it, you can't reason with it. But every 25 years, the creature shows up. It says it views humanity as a parasite. Okay, well, you're still killing the people who are taking care of the woods. What do you want about? What? And then there's all these other creatures. It's weird. Some things just don't add up. 6 only because I like the art style. I thought the writing was good. I actually thought the writing was very natural. Of like the characters conversing. I'm going to give it a 6.5. People said 4, it felt like a waste of time. I think that does sum it up. What's the emote? Type keep gambling in all caps, one word. You are correct, and that is how I feel about this game. Keep gambling in all caps, one word. If you can view that emote, that kind of sums up how I feel. A little bit. It was right there. Same thing with Demonology. It was right there. Like, you just take a few more swings, bro. But it still was a very good game. I'm going to give it a 6.5. I think it's the same thing as Demonology. In terms of my enjoyment. I think I still had questions, and I think by the end of it, I was a little bummed out. But I did like the game a lot. I thought it was good. I'm going to give Last Report a 6.5, and most of that comes from the narrative. Honestly. Most of that comes from the muddy narrative, and maybe we're not fully understanding it, but, like, everything outside of the narrative is solid. And I think some of the narrative with the idea that, like, 25 years, mysterious death, the corpos, the higher-ups, whatever, they're making a deal and, covering things up. Very SCP, very, like, FBI-type shit, Men in Black. But then by the end of it, you don't understand much. It was a creature... We'll say this. How I viewed it is this creature takes one person, which is bullshit because it murdered everyone else, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that was all in his head. Maybe everyone was fine and that was in his head. I don't know. But it seems to take one person to, like, its domain and lead him off to probably feast on him or something. You saw the other park ranger at the very end of the game below the desk, dead. And that entity's name meaning liar. I think that's the gist of it. Could be wrong, but who knows? Were there people dead in the report? Wait, did people die in the report from 1998? Were there other dead people in that report as well? You sure? Wait, so it wasn't even one person then? Really? Was there 22 dead people? Okay, so if that's the case, I'll take your word for it. In the cryptid files? Well, then it must have lied again. So the creature... Oh. Well, what those dead people have to do with anything, I'm not sure. I don't think they're even, like... I don't think they matter. Oh, I guess we did see images of them dead in the fucking in the reports. We saw a bunch of dead people initially, and then I guess in the cryptid files, as you're saying, there was more. I don't think they matter too much then, compared to the one person, because it seems like at the very end of it all, only one person mattered, and everyone else was like collateral type of deal. And the only person who was in Cabin 11 was the only one that was relevant to like its scheme, its plan. But then again, the creature's motives, although probably a lie, it says it wants to preserve the planet, let the woods kind of grow out. Park rangers, isn't it their job to kind of preserve the woods, keep it safe? Right? Don't pollute, don't kill animals, don't do this. You know, take care of it. Weird that it would go after park rangers, but I guess that's its domain. It's a bit of an interesting narrative. I think I'm still at a solid 6.5. I still think 6.5. I think everything about that game is great, but understanding the story and putting reason behind it, maybe I just don't see it yet. And I think for me, that's fair for a 6.5. It's a liar. It can't leave the forest. Well, I guess so. All right, folks. I'm going to give Last Report a 6.5. He says 6 on YouTube. It's a 6 to 6.5-ish, roughly, I'd say. But the game looks really good. The game sounds good, looks good. I just wish it was more of like a concise story a little bit. Or one that was presented in a way to kind of, I guess, understand it a bit easier. And, you know, can't blame the guy for wanting to write a certain way, but interesting. All right, 6.5. Solid game. I liked it. And YouTube, that is it for Last Report. When you see us next, I'm not sure what we're going to be playing, but we will start with something. All right, so see you soon, YouTube. Take care. And on to the next game very soon. Peace, folks. All right.